You're watching Shani Speaks Now.
What's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Shani here, your little big sis, because I might be small in stature, but I'm big on the sisterly love. And for those of you who are watching for the first time, welcome. I haven't said that in a while, so I had to add that for those of you that are new subscribers, as I've had a couple new subscribers recently, and I'm so glad that you all have joined the Faith Fam. Welcome to Always Keep the Faith Fridays, where I do my best to give you a little gem, a little motivation, a little encouragement, getting you through your work week to Friday, my favorite day of the week, and getting you happily into your weekend. If you all are not subscribed already and it's your first time watching, be sure that you subscribe, hit that notification button so that you can keep up with your girl and what I have going on, because sometimes it's Always Keep the Faith Fridays, sometimes it's a vlog, sometimes it'll be interviews, I don't know, but I'm gonna try to give you something as consistently as I can. Anywho, let's get into a little bit, at least the intro of what we're going to touch on today. One of my very favorite artists, and I've loved her since her first album, I'm a true real deal fan, is Jazmine Sullivan. Absolutely love her voice. I'm so glad that she's getting some of the shine that she has deserved at this time in her career. But she has a song on her reality show album called Masterpiece, Mona Lisa. And it's a beautiful song. It was not a track that she let out, but if you are familiar with her music, then you may know what it is. And we'll get into her lyrics a little bit. But I love that song, Masterpiece, because it talks about how she's just going to accept herself, flaws and all. It's almost like she's seeing herself for the first time and realizing like, nah, I'm dope. Like, I'm a work of art. I am a masterpiece. So today, we're gonna talk a little bit about masterpieces and how we are very much works of art and how we are all becoming masterpieces of our own. Let's get into it. Now, if you know anything about Jazmine Sullivan, her pen game is strong. She's a great just writer. She writes the most beautiful lyrics on top of having a great voice. And in this particular song, Masterpiece Mona Lisa, I'm gonna share a little bit of the chorus with you. I wish I could sing it or play it, but I don't want them problems from YouTube, so y'all are just gonna have to listen to me read it. But she says, every part of me is a vision of a portrait of Mona Lisa. Every part of me is beautiful, and I finally see I'm a work of art, a masterpiece. I love the idea of us being masterpieces. And of course, you know, I got to take it to the word. There's a Bible verse that talks about that as well. It's Ephesians 2:10. It says, for we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus so we can do good things he planned for us long ago. So ultimately, we are really masterpieces. But the thing about masterpieces is them things don't happen overnight. Masterpieces take a minute. And maybe a year or so ago, I had a conversation with a friend because I was frustrated with just how I wanted certain things in my life to just move a little bit quicker. I felt like God was taking his dear sweet time on some things. And my friend very wisely looked at me and said, well, maybe it's because you're like a tapestry. First and foremost, they are clearly a wild old sage for using tapestry, but I literally had to look up what a tapestry was and what it meant. And this is what I found out that was really eye-opening for me. So ultimately, a tapestry is a form of art. It's a textile art traditionally woven by hand on a loom. A tapestry is a weft face weaving in which all the warp threads are hidden in completed work. And the beautiful thing about tapestries is they are one of a kind. You can try to make the same pattern, but it will never be the same thing twice. It's not something that's customized on a computer. They are not manufactured. They are done by hand. Something that is a lost art when it comes to art in the first place these days. On top of that, the backs of tapestries are a hot mess typically. They don't look as beautiful as the tapestry itself. So you always want to show that face front, but you see the work and everything that was put in it from the back of it. Tapestries can take a good minute to make. Especially a large tapestry sometimes can take months, sometimes up to 8 months or even years, depending on how long or how big they are. And that is when I realized, okay, clearly my friend with her wise words in saying that what was happening in my life or what was God was doing in my life or how he was putting my life together was like a tapestry, because it's something that is going to take a minute. It's something that he's not doing quickly. It's something that he's having to build from the ground up. And right now, all I can see is the mess. I can only see the back part of it that looks a hot mess and I don't understand how it's coming together. But once that thing turns on its front side, once I get a chance to see what God is weaving together in my life, that just like that song and just like that Bible verse, that it truly will be a masterpiece. So what's this week's faith fact? The most beautiful and sacred masterpieces always take time. I get it. There are some things in our lives that we wish would hurry up already. We wish that they would come together. But just like works of art, especially those that are uniquely made, look, it's gonna take a minute. It may take months. It may take years for you to see those certain things come to fruition. And trust me, when those things do, they really will be beautiful. That husband or wife that you may be praying for, that child that you may be waiting on, that career goal, that job, that accomplishment, when it finally gets here, you'll realize why it's taking so much time and just why it's such a beautiful masterpiece. I'm so glad that God, at least that's what I believe, takes time to uniquely make us. None of us are quite the same. And just like a tapestry, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that maybe everyone else doesn't know about, but they're gonna get to see the front-facing beauty of the tapestry that's made. And our testimony and our story will be all the little lines and threads that are in the back. But all of it is made to make us unique and to be the beautiful masterpiece that we were all created to be. Well, that is it for today. I know I tried to be short and sweet. Hopefully it was, but I hope that you all got something out of that. And if you have not, or you don't know that song, be sure that you check out that song by Jazmine Sullivan. No, I'm not getting paid to promo her, but it's all good because she's an amazing artist, and I love real R&B artists to get they shine, okay? So give her a little bit of love. Check that song out. But more than anything, I just want y'all to have a great weekend. What y'all got going on? You know, is there a cookout? Is there something happening with food? If so, hit your girl up and invite me. Anyways, guys, love y'all, and you know how we end this always with the motto, always keep the faith and let the Lord fight your battles. Until next time, take care.